Hey there, welcome back to Jimothy Listens. My name is Jimothy, and today we're going to be talking about Twice's latest comeback between 1 and 2. Now, I actually did record a reaction video to this. Wow. But JYP and YouTube said, no, you cannot post that. We will kill you and your family, and so that's why that's not around. So instead, we're just gonna have a talk about this album, and I might sort of try and splice in clips of my reactions as they come up. I just can't show you the full thing because copyright exists. Also, excuse how I look and excuse this whole goddamn mess behind me. I am so busy at the moment. I am preparing for a show coming up. That's why I look kind of gross. I've literally just come from an all-day rehearsal. So yeah, don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Okay? Everyone leave nice comments saying that I look amazing. Thank you. So, Twice. We all know them. We all love them. They have come back with their first comeback this year, actually, after the hectic 2021 they had, where it seemed like they released music about every 2 weeks or so. And I would say that really up until this point, Twice have been on like the run of their career. I think that the material they've put out in the last year or so is the best stuff they've ever made, which is, you know, pretty good considering they've been around for what, like 6, almost 7 years now. For them to just consistently be improving and getting better is incredible, and I guess kind of had to stop somewhere, which for me is here. That yeah, I don't particularly care for this comeback, which is really disappointing. It's not a bad album. It's not a bad album at all, but like, I expect more from Twice, the group that in the last year alone gave us Alcohol Free, Perfect World, The Feels, Formula of Love, Donut, Pop, Celebrate. This is not up to the standard of any of those. It really is just meh. So let's go into the tracks and I'll tell you what I think about them. Starting off obviously with the title track, Talk That Talk. And this, yeah, I don't, like, it's one of the better songs on the album, but it's not one of Twice's better title tracks, that's for sure. Don't get me wrong, I think it's fun, I think it's a vibe. The chorus is, you know, sticky and getting stuck in my head, but it doesn't have the same sort of color or personality or fun that any of Twice's recent title tracks, or even just like any of Twice's title tracks in general, has. Like, it feels a little bit more, dare I say, forgettable. There's nothing to this song that really stands out. I think it's a good song, it's a fun song, but it's also a very forgettable song. I don't really know what it's doing other than just kind of being there and being like, Twice have put out another song. Cool. Love it. But I will say the music video, stunning. The like styling for this comeback, amazing. They look incredible. They look so good. I just wish the song matched. Anyway, moving on. Queen of Hearts is the next song, and it's kind of Twice going in like a pop rock direction, which a lot of people are doing nowadays. It's kind of quite big. This entire sort of newer pop rock movement in pop music at the moment has been weak, and I'm not about it. This song, however, Queen of Hearts, I actually don't mind it, and that's mainly because of the huge chorus. Yeah, I think the chorus is amazing. The vocal performances are killer. That's really all that I have to say about it though. The chorus is amazing, the rest is a bit just like, it's another sort of flattish pop rock track, and kind of, it's worrying that that's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's probably my second favorite song on the album. Then we go to Basics, and this is the song that I've seen everyone going crazy for. I don't get it. I honestly do not get why people are so in love with this song. To me, it just sounds like your basic, bland kind of pop song. And I was gonna say, if it explodes into something big, then that could be cool. If it just introduces a very basic drum beat like that, like it has a bit of an R&B flavor, which I guess isn't really my vibe. I prefer, especially from Twice, like big bright pop songs, and so taking a sort of bland pop song and giving it an R&B flair isn't really gonna be my vibe. So far from these first 3 tracks, this is the most like Western sounding Twice release we've gotten, which there's a reason that I listen to K-pop more than Western mainstream pop. So like, I don't know, I honestly don't understand why people really like this song. And I don't mean that in like oh, I'm better than you. I actually just literally don't understand it. If anyone can enlighten me in the comments and be like, here is exactly why this song is hitting a lot of people, I would love to hear it, but I don't get it. From there we have Trouble, which is in the top half of songs on the album. Trouble is, fun kind of disco dance vibes, which everyone has been doing lately, and this is not one of the better versions of it that I've heard. It's one of the most enjoyable songs on the album. I like the kind of punchy chorus. I think that production is nice and sticky. But in terms of, disco dance pop songs, like I said, there has not been a shortage of them, and this is not one of the ones I'm going to go back to. In fact, literally Twice has already done this sound better. Is it as good as Fall in Love Again? No. So I don't know, there's not really a reason for this song to exist, or at least for me to go back to it. Brave is easily my least favorite song on the album, and I'm gonna be honest, it sounds boring as shit. And just to make anyone who is annoyed by that statement even more annoyed, I can't explain why. Like, if you're looking for me to give you an in-depth, here is why I don't like this song, blah, 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 I literally can't. The song is too nothing for me to have things to focus on. I cannot remember how the song goes. Like, if I wanted to hear this, I would just turn on Today FM and listen to whatever is at the top of the Billboard charts at the moment. But I don't do that because I don't want to hear that. I want to hear fun, over-the-top, loud, overproduced K-pop bangers. And that's not what we're getting. I thought Twice was smarter. When last year, Twice, we got their first English single with The Feels, and they sort of didn't do what a lot of groups do when they, go for English appeal to a Western market, which is just make their music as boring as possible to appeal to the Western market. BTS, they actually put out a song that was fun and felt like Twice, but just happened to be in English and appealing to that market. And it did really well. And so I thought that would have given the idea of, oh, okay, we can appeal to this sort of global market without making shit music. Maybe not. There's nothing bad about it. There is just nothing about it. There is nothing. It's not a song. Like, obviously it is a song, but it's not. It's literally, I don't know how it does it. It's like a black hole in that it just has no mass. It has no it literally took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people to write this song. Moving on. Go on. Saving Grace. Let me be positive for a second. Go on's a banger. I'm back. Oh, that's tasty. Okay, I'm back. Gone has gorgeous, the kind of stuttery, wavy production I think is really nice. The chorus is big and fun. I really like Gone. Gone is easily the best song on the album, far and away the best song on the album. This is what we expect from Twice. This is the level of quality I was wanting. Would still be one of the weaker tracks on any other Twice album, but when we're talking about between 1 and 2, it's the saving grace. And so thank you, Daeyeon, for giving us Gone, and just thank you, Gone, for existing and elevating this album at all. And then we finish with When We Were Kids. It's a ballad. I don't like ballads, especially when you chuck stock, cheap trap drum loop into it. I'm gonna be honest, the more instruments you added in, the less interesting this became. Because now we've just got a basic ballad with a trap drum loop, which is my least favorite thing in the world. Don't care for it. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, between 1 and 2, what are the good moments? Talk That Talk has a fun vibe to it. It's a song that I wouldn't be mad if anyone played it. I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, it's a bop. But if you asked me, hey, what Twice song should I play? This might be the 15th song I say. Queen of Hearts, big chorus, into it, and Gone it's a bop. Other than that, just sort of more general things. The vocal performances across the album are great. Obviously, it's Twice. There's some really big moments in here. It's just a shame that the songs kind of don't match that. And then really, like, the only thing that's like a really big good surprise that is like something that makes this album worth existing is this album features the best rapping of Twice's career. Honestly, the rapping has been the best part of this album so far. Like, normally Twice's raps, not bad, but like not impressive at all. But the raps on this album have been like the best raps that Twice have ever done. We actually have some like decently interesting raps with cool flows, switched up on the performances and stuff from the whole rap line, including Momo. She's part of the rap line. I don't care what anyone says. Really, on like most of the songs here, I would say there are raps here where I'm like, oh my god, they've never done something like that before. Finally. So that's probably my big thing. Why would I listen to Between 1 and 2? Twice's best raps. That's it. There's nothing else that would make me really want to come back to this album. Not the title track, not even Gone, which is my favorite song on the album. Like, I would happily sacrifice Gone if it meant having a better album. Like, if you ask me to, remove one Twice album from existence, this is the one I'd choose to remove. It's not my least favorite Twice album. That still goes to Eyes Wide Open, but I wouldn't be okay with getting rid of that because then we'd lose I Can't Stop Me. I would be okay with losing Gone and getting rid of Between 1 and 2. It's the least important Twice album I've ever heard. It's the least exciting. It's the least innovative. It's the least unique. It's just kind of bland and kind of whatever, which is a shame. Like, before you try and label me a hater, Twice are literally the group that got me into K-pop. I would not be here in this position being a K-pop stan if it were not for Twice. I adore them. They will forever and always be one of my favorite groups. Even if the rest of their discography for the rest of time sounds like this, I will still be like, Twice, best girl group ever. So like, it's coming from that position where I'm like, I know they can do better than this. They have done better than this on basically every other release they have ever put out. Anyway, I think that's all that needs to be said about this album. What do you think about this album? Let me know. Tell me why I'm a dumb, stupid idiot in the comments down below. The only thing is, if you want to say something mean, you actually have to click the subscribe button first. So, sorry, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. You have to do that before leaving a mean comment. And then while you're there, you may as well like it as well. But yeah, that's all from me. I will catch you again. I would say soon, but with how busy I am, I don't know. It might be a minute before we have anything. I don't know, we'll see. But eventually, we just might slow down for like a week or so. Whatever. Bye, love you.